Hey everyone. You can see the title up there. It says Archie Sonic versus Bayformers. Now you might ask yourself, well, what does that mean, Brian? Well, as you can also see at the end, it says a Vorahk295 comparison. Now Vorahk295, in case some of you don't know who he is among many of those out there that kind of voice their opinion on this story arc, the displeasure and everything. And basically, he's one of those that feels this story arc has gone on too far, gone too long, needs to either wrap up as soon as possible, or at least have some kind of hint that something interesting is going to happen to make it interesting. But this is what he says when he entitles his journal entry, and I'll provide the link down below, by this. This is what he means. And I quote, "Don't compare Ian Flynn to Michael Bay. That's unfair to Michael Bay, after all. Yes, both of them have an unhealthy obsession with distracting us with explosions and shiny robots. But Bay's movies can at least be fun to watch if you leave your brain at the door. However, to enjoy the Mecha Sally arc, one has to remove the brain and get stoned off their head on LSD. So in other words, what they're saying is for you to enjoy the Transformer films, all three of them, you need to act like you need to shut your brain off for that time. Well, when it comes to the Mecha Sally arc right now, it's more like, hey, find enough LSD, enough whatever, and really get drugged off, stoned off, buzzed off your ass, if you will, just to enjoy it. Basically saying that you have to be completely whacked in the head off of drugs and everything, of LSD, to enjoy the Mecha Sally arc in the comics. But continuing on, he says, and I quote, "You see, when I watch Transformers, Transformers Dark of the Moon, and to a lesser extent Revenge of the Fallen, I skip past most of the scenes of Sam Witwer doing stuff that's not directly related to the robot bloodbath going on in the other scenes. Because let's face it, you didn't go to Transformers to see some annoying douchebag make out with a living blow-up doll. You were there for Optimus Prime and Megatron. However, thanks to the magic of the skip button, one can watch these movies without the boring stuff, the relationship issues and the annoying parents. Sure, they'll know The Dark Knight Rises, but they were never meant to be. They're just mindless, fun movies. However, if you do this, you might find that you enjoy them. Because underneath the crap relating to humans and chihuahuas fucking on the couch, there is something that's actually good. The same cannot be said of Archie Sonic. Stripping away the crap that occupies most of the pages leaves us with more crap. Beneath Sonic and Company being retarded, and Mecha Sally being useless, we have Rhoda doing Bunny's job and Cream the Rabbit being used on the front lines. Transformers is stupidity built on something good. Archie Sonic is stupidity built on stupidity." Okay, so in other words, what he's saying is that both are kind of like not there. Okay, basically what he's saying is that Transformers, the stupid, he's one of the fans that basically looks at all three and says, what Michael Bay did with Transformers is stupid, but it's a good stupid. It's a stupid good. Unlike what's going on with the comic book, with the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book by Archie Comics, where he basically feels that the likes of Ian Flynn and whoever else is associated with the book has just basically made something good into something stupid, and has basically poured on the stupidity issue after issue with the current arc. Now, to me, like I said, the only thing I don't like what's going on is what happened with Sally, and that's it. And I'm questionable about Bunny's situation and Antoine's situation. and that's about it. Right now, overall, as far as the story goes, I'm kind of stuck in the middle. I mean, from what I've read through the summaries, from other people's experiences and summaries and reviews, I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds good, and there are some things that, you know, basically sound good, some issues that have been good, but then there are some things and some issues that are kind of questionable and haven't been good. So again, I'm in the middle, and that's what I mean by being in the middle. But getting back to the topic at hand here, what he's saying basically is that, you know, with the difference with the Transformers is you could take the movies, put them in your DVD or your Blu-ray player, and you could skip ahead with them. You could say, okay, I don't want to watch Sam Witky and okay, it's like I don't want to watch Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox or Shia LaBeouf and that other girl that came in Dark and that debuted in, that played Carly in Dark as the Moon, or I don't want to watch The Dumb Parents, or I don't want to watch the dogs screwing each other. You know, basically he's saying is that you could take your remote to your Blu-ray or DVD player and say, okay, I don't want to watch that stuff. Click, click. Oh, there we go. Action. There we go. Blow-ups. There we go. Explosions. There we go. Optimus Prime. There's Megatron. There's Ironhide. There's RC. There's Ratchet. You know, and the list goes on. Because basically that's what he's saying. He says you're there to see those characters, not nonsensical stuff not related to the movies. Now, I have to disagree with that because you can't have a Transformers movie without some kind of human involvement in it, if you know what I mean. And you might think I sound crazy here, but I think the Sam characters, Shia LaBeouf's Sam character, and the Megan Fox, as well as that other girl's character, the Carly characters, actually fit very well into the movie because they do play integral roles in the movies, and because they do play some integral roles. But the point I'm trying to make here is, you know, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I mean, there are some times in certain movies that I'll fast forward to a certain scene. Or like with Bonkers. I have the uncut version of Going Bonkers pilot, and I have the New Partners on the Block episode in English, thanks to a friend. And if I want to skip to the part where we see Bonkers at a memorial dinner with Fawn and Jitters and Grumbles and Fall Apart and Miranda, something you didn't see in the Lucky episodes that much, especially with Fawn, Jitters, and Grumbles, I can do that. See, that's the point he's trying to make is, you know, the difference is you could do that with this. The difference, though, you can't do it with the comics that much. I mean, you could skip the pages and say, okay, I know what they're going to talk about, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. It's like you can't skip certain issues to get to the end, to get to the point that the writer's trying to get to with the story. So, overall, I understand where he's coming from, in some ways. So I'll provide a link down below so you guys can read it yourself and comment and video response to him and respond to him if you want to, and if you want a video response down below. So that's all I'm going to say. Take care, God bless, and I'm going to go check something out right now.